if Marvel Rivals dropped 10 new characters tomorrow? But not just any characters, but absolutely fan favorite legends, each with fully fleshed out abilities, passives, and ultimates, and even comic inspired skins. So without further ado, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to share with your friends. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers.
Do it!
Metal Skin Giant from the X-Men Colossus. With his primary attack, Titan Punch, is a heavy melee combo that deals massive close range damage. And with his passive, we have Organic Steel, reduces incoming damage by 20% when standing still or when he's walking. And for his abilities, we have Iron Charge, rushes forward, knocking back enemies and breaking obstacles. So just being able to run through the map, and of course since Marvel Rivals has destructible environments, I think that would look really cool. Another ability we have Deflecting Guard, raises his arm to block projectiles for 3 seconds. Another ability we have Colossal Grip, grabs an enemy and throws them a long distance. So I think this would be really cool for, you know, countering different ults, like Emma Frost for example, but being able to just grab an enemy mid-ult and just throw them across the map, I think that would look really cool. Another ability we have Armor Crash, slams both fists into the ground for a shockwave that slows down enemies. And of course, for his ultimate, we have Unbreakable Wall. Temporarily becomes invulnerable and taunts nearby enemies. And then for his skins, we have the classic Colossus, the red with the yellow metal suit. And another skin, we have X-Men Red Colossus, a modern, darker, armored look. So let me know what you guys think about Colossus as a Vanguard in Marvel Rivals. The Unstoppable Force Juggernaut, as of course a Vanguard, with his primary attack being Momentum Punch, strong melee swings that gain damage the longer he's moving. And for his passive ability, we have Unstoppable Force, immune to all crowd control effects while sprinting. For his first ability, we have Juggernaut Charge, rushes forward, bulldozing through enemies and terrain. So again, just like Colossus, being able to rush through, destroying all the different environments in the game because it's, you know, breakable environments, I think that would be super cool. Another ability we have Rubble Toss, grabs debris from the ground and throws it. So I think being able to rip off different pieces of the map that are destructible and then being able to throw it at enemies, I think that would be really cool. Another ability we have Ground Breaker, stomps to create a seismic wave. So I think this should also stun them for maybe 2 seconds. I think that would be really good. Another ability we have Rage Burst, temporarily increases attack speed and damage. And then for his ultimate, Nothing Stops Me, becomes invincible and continuously charges for 6 seconds. I think this would be a really good ability, just an unstoppable force like Juggernaut is, knocking people, and maybe even if a map is close to the edge, just being able to knock them off by just charging into them, I think that would be really cool. And then for his skins, we have the classic Juggernaut, of course, his red armor and the dome helmet, and then Fear itself Juggernaut as Kurth the Breaker of Stone. So let me know what you guys think about Juggernaut as a Vanguard in Marvel Rivals. MODOK as a strategist, and for his primary attack being Mental Blast, fires a beam of psionic energy, but I think MODOK should also have a secondary attack, and that being Mind Missiles, homing mini bombs from his chair. So also like Iron Man's bomb attacks, but instead it's coming out from the chair, and I think that would look really cool. And then for his passive ability, we have Super Intellect. Ability cooldowns are reduced by 10% for every single ally nearby, so just like an AoE effect of reduced cooldowns. For his first ability, we have Barrier of Thought, deploys a psychic shield for nearby allies, which can also heal them as well. For another ability, we have Neural Overload, disorients enemies in a cone. For another ability, we have Health Drain Beam, transfers health from enemies to allies, so I think this would be really good for tanks. Attacking a tank's health, like destroying it and then giving it to somebody who needs health. I think that'd be really good. And then another ability we have Nanite Heal Swarm, releases drones to heal all allies over time. Another ability we have Panic Pulse, emits a fear pulse that causes enemies to flee. And then for his ultimate we have Supreme Brain Blast, fires a massive mental beam that deals and silences all targets hit. And then for his skins, we have the classic MODOK and a more. And then for another skin, we have MODOK Superior, a more high-tech armor upgrade for MODOK. So let me know what you guys think about MODOK as a strategist. I think he would be really cool. And I believe he also got leaked too, but I'm not sure if it was strategist. Time for the Cyber Soldier Cable as a duelist. Now, he'll have two attacks, a primary attack and a secondary attack, with his primary attack being pulse rifle, medium range semi-automatic energy gun. And for his secondary, we have tech grenade, throwable grenades that explodes with EMP damage. And for his passive ability, we have tactician. Cable can hack enemy deployables and turrets. So I think this would be really good for, you know, countering Punisher if he goes into a into his turret, or anything that Iron Man does. I think this would be really good. For his first ability, we have Body Slide. Teleports a short distance forward, so this would be pretty freaking good. Another ability, we have Plasma Overload. Charges up a heavy energy shock. For another ability, we have Time Anchor. Leaves a beacon to teleport back to after 4 seconds. Another ability, we have Tactical Vision. Temporarily reveals enemies behind walls. And then, for his ultimate, we have Ascani's Wrath. Unleashes dual heavy weapons for rapid fire energy barrages. And then for his skins, we have the classic X-Force Cable and the Messiah War Cable, his worn post-apocalyptic look. So let me know what you guys think about Cable as a duelist. Sabertooth as a Vanguard, not a duelist, because in the comics he is bigger than Wolverine, so I think it just makes sense that he would be bigger in the game and he would be a Vanguard. Now, he would, with his primary attack, he would be having Ferocious Claw, quick claw slashes with bonus bleed damage. For his passive ability, we have Savage Regeneration. Heals 2% HP every second when not taking damage. For his first ability, we have Pounce. Leaps at enemies and pins them down, so maybe stunning them for a few seconds. Another ability, we have Hunter's Roar. Increases movement and attack speed for nearby allies. Another ability, we have Savage Swipe. Sweeps in a wide arc, knocking enemies back. Another ability, we have Lacerate. Applies a stacking bleed effect with basic attacks. And for his ultimate ability, you have Berserker Rage. So yes, it sounds exactly like Wolverine's, but it's Berserker Rage. Gains invulnerability and enhanced damage for 8 seconds. And another ability, we have Blood Trail. Can track injured enemies through walls. And for his skins, we have the classic Sabertooth and Ultimate Universe Sabertooth, the sleeker tactical look for Sabertooth. So let me know what you guys think about Sabertooth as a Vanguard. Again, I think he's a super underrated character, so I really hope he gets added to the game. Alright, next up we have Red Skull. Now, Red Skull is the Villain Master Tactician. With his primary, Hydra Blast, rapid firing from his energy gun. And then for his secondary, we have Grenade Lob. Lobs a red grenade that burns but heals allies' health by 10%. And with his passive ability, we have Hydra's Reach. Nearby allies deal plus 10% damage. And for his abilities, we have Command Aura. Boosts ally movement and reload speed. Another ability, we have Tactical Injection. Instantly restores health to one ally. Another ability, we have Brainwash Ray. Temporarily turns an enemy to fight for Red Skull. Another ability, we have Hydra Troopers. Summons 2 NPC troopers for 10 seconds. Another ability, we have Dark Pact. Sacrifices 20% of his health to empower all abilities. And for his ultimate ability, we have World Domination Protocol. Calls in a Hydra mech that supports the team and suppresses enemies. And then of course we have his classic Hydra Red Skull skin and his Cosmic Cube Red Skull when he's powered by the Tesseract. So let me know what you guys think about Red Skull as a strategist in Marvel Rivals. Quicksilver as a duelist. Now, I think this would be pretty hard to do, but Marvel Rivals has surprised us many times, and I think they can really do it. Now, with his primary attack, we have Rapid Jab, high speed melee flurry. For his passive ability, we have Frictionless Movement, immune to any slows in the game. And for his first ability, we have Blur Barrage, becomes a blur and punches all enemies in a cone effect. Another ability we have After Image that creates a decoy that confuses enemies. For another ability we have Speed Reversal, reflects the last 2 seconds of damage. For another ability we have Tornado Spin, spins rapidly dealing AoE damage. And for his ultimate ability we have Absolute Velocity, moves so fast he becomes invincible, hitting every enemy on the map at once. And then for his skins we have the House of M Quicksilver and the all new X Factor blue and white suit. So let me know what you guys think about Quicksilver as a duelist. I think he would be super OP but super fun and rewarding to use. The Master of Deception, the teleporting trickster, we have Nightcrawler. Now, with Nightcrawler's primary attack, it would be called Soul Blade. So with his sword, he would be able to give quick saber strikes. But he would also have a secondary ability being Shadow Flicker. Vanishes briefly to dodge damage. And for his passive ability, we have Bamf. Teleports automatically to avoid fatal damage, but this has a 60-second cooldown. And then for his first ability, we have Blink Slash. Teleports to a target and slashes. For another ability, we have Smoke Disappear. Creates a cloud that hides allies. Another ability we have Wall Crawler, can cling to walls for 5 seconds. Another ability we have Holy Intervention, marks an ally to teleport to and defend. And then for his ultimate we have Infernal Frenzy, teleports rapidly between enemies, striking all of them with holy energy. And then for his skins we have the classic Nightcrawler and his Age of Apocalypse Nightcrawler skin as well. So let me know what you guys think about Nightcrawler. I really hope they add Nightcrawler. I think he'd be a super cool duelist in the game. Next up we have a fan favorite. We have Gambit as a duelist. Now Gambit brings the cards and he brings the chaos. With Gambit's primary attack being charged cards, throws explosive energy cards. And for his secondary attack, we have Staff Swipe, melee staff swing that knocks back enemies. For his passive ability, you have Kinetic Reserve, builds charge over time, increasing card damage. For his first ability, we have Card Bomb, lobs an explosive card with high AoE damage. Another ability, we have Staff Vault, pole vaults over enemies, dodging and repositioning. Another ability, we have Energy Surge, enhances his next 2 cards with Armor Break. For his fourth ability, we have Charm, temporarily stuns a target with eye contact. Another ability we have Double Draw, throws 2 cards in different directions simultaneously. And for his ultimate ability, we have Ace in the Hole, throws a massive energy charged card that detonates in a huge area. And then for his skins, we have the classic Gambit suit and the Horseman of Death Gambit suit. So let me know what you guys think about Gambit as a duelist in Marvel Rivals. And now last, but certainly not least, we have a strategist. We have Iceman. Now Iceman is all about slowing down the enemies, quite literally, with his primary attack being Frost Beam, continuous a freezing beam. For his secondary attack we have Ice Spike Shot, fires sharp. For his passive we have Cryo Core, slows enemies within 5 meters. For his first ability we have Ice Wall, creates a barrier of ice, healing enemies nearby but also blocking damage. For his second ability we have Frozen Mender, heals allies gradually over time in a radius. For another ability we have Cryo Slide, glides forward quickly healing allies he passes. For another ability we have Chill Zone, creates a field that slows enemies and heals allies. And another ability we have Glacial Shackles, roots enemies in place, freezing them. And now for his ultimate we have Absolute Zero, freezes all enemies within a large radius while massively healing allies. So he'd be a really fun strategist to use, but I just want Iceman so bad. I think they could do so much with Iceman, just being able to freeze different enemies, stopping dives. He would be really good. And for his skins we have Omega level Iceman in his full crystallized form. And his second skin, we have, of course, the classic Iceman suit. So let me know what you guys think about Iceman in the comments down below as a strategist in Marvel Rivals. And there it is, my dream lineup. 10 iconic Marvel characters reimagined with full ability kits ready for Marvel Rivals. Which of these would you main? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you want more custom concepts and just concept content in general, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Like I said at the beginning, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and if we reach 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a massive giveaway. But that's enough yapping. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.
Give 'em prayer hands, say what's up America. Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica. Shout out to my